Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. I got a little comparison video for you, a generational comparison video, if you will. Going to be comparing the 2015-2016 era Selkirk 300A XL paddle to the recently released Selkirk Project 003 Epic paddle. These paddles are only 7 years apart, but as pickleball has grown, the technology has changed so much, especially in the last couple of years, that it seems like older technology's been left behind a little bit. So I'm going to take these paddles out and see if the older technology can keep up with the new. Now, both these paddles have some similarity. They're both 16 inches long by 8 inches wide. The 300A XL is 7.5 ounces, where the 003 is 7.7 ounces. They are both Selkirks, but that is pretty much where the similarities end. The 300A XL Graphite has an aluminum honeycomb core, which you can kind of hear, just with a graphite cover. It's pretty simple in its design, but for 2015, this was pretty cool. This was a pretty cool paddle. The only problem with aluminum honeycomb cores, as some of you may remember, is they did dent. If you hit them on anything solid other than a pickleball, or maybe even sometimes just putting them in your bag, they would dent. And I'm gonna kind of adjust this a little bit. I don't know if you can, this one has a couple little dents in it. I'll kind of adjust it in the light, see if you can see. But that was the problem with these paddles, and once they dented, you're not getting that dent out. This was a pretty basic paddle. Also, this paddle is only 12 millimeters thick, or thin, if you will, which is, it's a basic paddle. Now, technology has increased immensely over that time, in just 7 years' time. The Project 003 Epic is 20 millimeters thick, and up to just a few weeks ago, that was the thickest paddle on the market. It's got the aerodynamic throat, it's got the throat flex, it's got the Pro Spin Next Gen surface, and you can hear the texture on there, where this old graphite surface was slick, pretty slick. It had a little bit of texture. This got a carbon flex, fiber twill, X7 thick set honeycomb core, the 360-degree molding. It's edgeless. There's so much technology on it. Even there's an anti-torque technology for stability. So much difference in technology in just those 7 years. So I thought it'd be cool, take these out to the court, do some drills, hit some cones, get them on the radar gun, see, kind of put them through the test. See if the 2015 300A XL can keep up and can do some of the same things. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, in 2015, this paddle cost $100 US. That, I don't really remember, but that may have been pretty high at the time. But this was big technology for that paddle at that time. Now, as technology has increased, the popularity of the sport has increased. Also, the cost of paddles increased. This paddle sells for $333 US. It has a lot more technology. Will not get damaged as easy as the aluminum honeycomb core did. So, technology's it is different. Just 7 years. So, headed to the courts right now. I hope you're out there. I have a feeling there may be a bit of a line to hit this paddle. I'm excited to see the numbers. I'm excited to see all of the tests we put these through, and to see how well this keeps up with this. All right, guys, headed to the court now. I'll be back. Hope to see you there.
think I figured out what it is. Oh, good ball. Wow, that's way off.
Hey guys, I'm back. Just spent the last few weeks hitting these paddles and putting them through the test. The 2015 Selkirk 300AXL Graphite against the 2022 Selkirk Project 003 Epic. When I first started this test, I really thought the difference between these two paddles was going to be enormous. There is so much technology in the Selkirk Project 003 Epic that I thought it would just blow the 2015 model away. Surprisingly, it didn't. Yes, spoiler alert, this did handedly win in everything, but not as much as I thought it would. It's actually closer. If you just look at the radar gun speeds on serving speeds from both of these paddles, the 300AXL Graphite, it hung in there. It actually beat the Project 003 Epic in serving speeds alone. However, that is not always the case as far as power. The 003 had more power, had easier access to depth, as far as, and also resets, third shot drops. This paddle is just smooth, really easy to use. This paddle, to get it to move, you had to jump on it a little bit. Yes, the power was there, but not consistent power. There was a big drop off if you didn't swing this paddle. So I'll kind of bounce through the categories. Power, easily the Selkirk 003. However, this had power if you swung it hard. Consistency, accuracy, spin is where the 003 really outshined the 300AXL by so much. There's so much dwell time here. The surface, all that combination really really grabs hold of the ball, you've got a ton of spin. So that also factors into the accuracy and consistency, where this was just hitting flat, hitting flat, hitting flat. And it would go where you wanted it to go, but you didn't have much of a variety on shots. It was just straight through, go to your spot. That was it. There wasn't anything else. Maneuverability, the opening in the neck really made this paddle more maneuverable. Looks and design, I tied these paddles because for a 2015 paddle, this isn't bad. Honestly, it looks pretty good. If you got a new paddle today and looked like this, and it wasn't aluminum honeycomb graphite or honeycomb core and a graphite surface, if it was the technology like this, you wouldn't think anything about this. This is a good looking paddle, especially for 6-7 years ago. So that really evened out. Fun to hit. They were both kind of fun to hit. But once again, the 003s are just so much easier to hit. Forgiveness, once again, that goes to the 003, although they both had pretty good sweet spots. The 003 had a little larger sweet spot. Feel, this had much better feel than the harsh feel of the aluminum core paddle. This paddle, and you'll hear it in this video, it reminded me so much of when Ping came out with the Ping putters in golf, and they actually rang like a little bell. So it's a little more muted, but that's what it sounds like, especially when you try and drive the ball or hit a hard serve. It really rang out. You could tell it was aluminum honeycomb core. Is it playable? Sure. You could play with it. It's good. You just got to work a lot harder. You got to, really, really, really get the paddle back early and really, push the ball a little bit more. You cannot stop a follow through at all. You really got to push this paddle. Dare to say, if there were 4 equal players on the court and one was using this aluminum honeycomb core paddle, they're going to have to work a lot harder. I'm not going to say they wouldn't win, but they're going to have to work a lot harder, and their variety is just not the same as you would have with a newer paddle, newer technology. It makes me wonder that in 6 or 7 years from now, what is the technology going to be like? What's coming? It's exciting to think about what's going to be the new norm, in 2029. It's going to be very cool. Hopefully, we're all going to still be out there hitting pickleballs around and talking about what new technology just came out. So, as always, guys, please hit subscribe, hit like. Let me know if you've ever played with this paddle. I started out with a wooden paddle, like a lot of us did, and I kind of wonder if you migrated to this paddle along the way. This paddle was a little bit before my time. I didn't start playing until probably 2018, something like that. So I started out with the Selkirk's next generation. I believe it was, I don't remember, one of the epics. I think it was an amped epic. So my time came a little bit after this. So I'd like to hear if you've played with one. I know there's people that still play with aluminum honeycomb cores. I hear it every once in a while out at courts. You can definitely hear them. So anyway, guys, as always, hit like, subscribe. There's a lot of new paddles coming out in the next couple of months. So I will be back with some new content for sure. Get out and play. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'll be back. I can play with it. Oh, yeah. This isn't bad. This isn't bad.